Emmy, no.
Okay.
No.
Mason, give the recap.
I'm not gonna lie, I started watching the video today and I got distracted.
Give the recap, Mason.
All I remember from what I watched, which was right at the beginning,
Nah, you were there. Give
is
it.
that somebody was laying on top of me. Or you guys were like putting plates on my head or something.
Okay, cool. Then, the morning rain washes in from the south. Clinking of hot, spicy, humid rain upon the ceramic tiles of the house. I will hold. Hold as you wake up and shift. Hundreds of plates fall off you, crashing to the ground in a shatter of porcelain, some wood, some metal.
I just washed those.
In a groggy haze, you awaken.
He starts to clean them up. It must have been that much out of it to not realize you guys were stocking plates on my head.
Cecil bursts downstairs holding Big Iron. He is naked. Who's breaking in?
I guess I'm the resident breaking in.
No one. Just all those plates that were stacked on me ended up falling.
Oh.
By the way, who stacked all of those?
I don't know. He goes
Wait,
upstairs to put on pants.
Aren't Cecil and Rev on
Puts gun
the
back in holster.
Capybara Ranch?
Oh, I thought we were being silly. Haha, funny.
Oh. Whoops.
Okay, are we
We
actually
can
gonna
say
get like
that
a
y'all made it back unless there's something you absolutely need at the ranch.
Nah.
I need my love. The capybaras.
There ain't none in there yet.
No.
So we'll say early in the
Right.
morning, you guys awoke and the cold wind brought in by the rain decided that the ranch was too lonely, so he headed back. Only to find, hold the door, it woke.
Nice.
Alas, my love.
Oh my god, you've been sleeping for like days, like literal days.
Yeah. I'd say, let me clean this up real quick. And
Yes, like I cleaned up your balls.
Stop
you
it.
what?
What?
I mean, yeah, we were all there. You were really out of it.
Let me start on breakfast, and from what I understand what's going on, I can fill you in. Guess you deserve explanation.
Okay, you do your breakfast cooking and stuff, and I shall go
Yeah.
tend to the garden, and I guess we will reconvene in 10, 15,
Breakfast,
20? How
breakfast,
long does it take to cook a breakfast?
Give me about 20 minutes.
Great.
20 minutes later.
Okay, we're kind of out of it today,
Yeah,
fellas.
Yeah,
I
it
gotta
just
wake
got
up more.
quiet.
I'm assuming everybody's there.
Yeah.
So he sets out breakfast and
Breakfast food fills the house.
All right.
Okay. Story time.
So my powers with sure as are gone. At least I assume they are.
Wait, what?
What?
How? Wait, huh? Isn't she like a literal goddess? How is that possible? What?
I don't think that's the case anymore.
You don't think she's a god, or you don't think she's your god?
I don't know exactly. All I know is when I attempted to heal my own wounds back after that fight, no power was coming through at all.
Maybe
Well, this seems
he's mad at
problematic.
you.
Hope she's not mad at me.
I mean, if she was mad at you, you could beg for forgiveness and you could get your powers back. It seems like the best situation.
But that would go against what she stood for. It wasn't just for being mad and leaving. She would have confronted me, talked to me, or fought me. More of a stance of understanding, not just get angry and leave on one note.
Well, have you tried talking to her?
Tried communicating, meditating, anything possible, but it seems that nothing, just not even static. Seems like all connection be towards her is severed. But come to the conclusion that even if that is the case, I still stand for what she stands for, whether or not I have the powers or not.
Heck yeah. Maybe
Wasn't
this
that
is
why you
just
took the
a
oath in the first place?
What was that?
Wouldn't that be why you took the oath in the first place? Otherwise, that would just kind of make you like a simp.
Well, sim for the power, yes, but
Well, I mean for her, because like I mean like the whole thing is like you're following a god because of what they stand for, what they like all what they venerate, all that shit. Like so like if you weren't all about that shit, even like because like technically they would just be like the concept. It wouldn't really matter if it being like her and whatever. Like sure she was cool and all, but like
well,
you know.
originally by of hearing the oath, and I wanted to be a paladin due to her strength, and yes, what she stood for and the power that I could possibly receive from it. But on following that oath more, the power really isn't really what I seek anymore. It's more of just the understanding of what I can do to actually spread this word. Power, on the other hand, I'm not sure.
Old, if you'd like, you are more than welcome to establish some sort of church. You, Sherazade, that's your goddess, right?
Well,
On my ranch. We got more than enough land, so
I guess at this point I wouldn't establish a church to Sherzad, but maybe a church to the. But I do appreciate it. Just
Wait,
things I'm still considering.
You lost the powers you got from Sherzad, and now you're like, you wouldn't build a church for her?
Like I said, originally I followed her for the power I could gain, but the oath that I followed was more important to me. So I am not going to give up on it, even though I do not have the powers that originally resided with it.
and what's your oath?
To give people a second chance of understanding whether they've done wrong in the past, give them a chance to prove themselves worthy. Be respectful. Let's say, even though we all have an agreement that Ventress is not a good person, I would still give her the chance to prove me wrong. Still give her the chance to prove that she is not as bad as she seems.
I see.
Cecil avoids all eye contact with Hold.
Honestly, that's why I can't give up on you, Sock. Even though Richard is a terrible being, you prove not to be.
I appreciate that.
I know that doesn't seem as much sympathetic or kindest way of putting it.
No, like second chances are important for sure. My life is a never-ending stream of second chances.
Exactly.
Wait. So, where are you? I'm not a holy man, but what I don't understand is how does it work? And Cecil wiggles his fingers. Uh, he's like, magic now with you. Is it if you don't have a god, then
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that with the little like white flashies and the.
That is a good question. That is something I'm still figuring out.
like if your power comes from a god, where does and Cecil gets real serious. where does a god's power come from?
Fuck,
While
that's
you're
deep.
talking, though, hold the door. We'll just casually just grab a knife and just make like a light cut on his arm and try to cure wounds on it.
Like, if a god's
Oh,
power is
what's
coming from
there?
somewhere and not like from like the beginning of the universe, like it becomes like a big chicken at the egg problem. What came first? Oh god, oh god. This recursion is breaking my mind. Hold up. I need a moment. I need comfort bacon. Chowing down on bacon
What's that
with
one?
their head in their hands.
Wasn't there a quote a long time ago? What's that?
The cure wound, no heal the wound. Simply smear your hand upon the bloody cut you had made.
Proceeds to wrap it up.
Mouse. Okay.
The looks of it right now, it does not work.
Wait, what doesn't work? Sorry, okay, I kind of got lost in there.
Magic. On my end, at least.
Wasn't that to be expected if you lost the power?
Yes, but I believe being a paladin is all new to me. At least. But before, it was. Oh, if I
Well, you can always just down
to the old
copious
property.
cocktails of magical spells and incantation. That apparently works if you want to be magical.
Hello.
He tries to summon summon the next one. I think I'm on F.
Where's the piggy?
You see the
Give us the pig.
boar kind of scuttle in. He's smaller than normal, but he's doing himself an oink.
So like a mini pig. Or just a
Yes,
regular sized
very
pig.
small and lingering. A tiny pig come around from the corner.
Francis?
But you can still summon pigos.
King Francis.
But it's obvious.
Roll to kick Francis.
Who's kicking Francis? Fuck!
Revis.
Don't kick Fernando!
Wait, why am I kicking Francis?
Wait, I thought you said I rolled to kick Francis.
Yeah.
No, I said fucking Francis.
Oh, I heard it was kick Francis. I was like,
No,
"Alright."
fucking pig? What are you talking about?
Look. Oh man. Oh,
Well.
I thought that you thought that Raven was kicking the pig, and I was like, I guess
No.
that's fair. That seems like something she would do.
No, why would I kick that?
I'm curious, using the magic to summon Frank, did that drain a lot out of me, or was it just normal?
Roll me a death save.
Okay.
If it's Frank now, I might kick it.
I would say that you feel as if you were drawn upon your own power to summon Francisco. But as if trading a hefty portion of your soul and spirit. However, you could summon Francis before taking the oath.
It's not
Yes.
as strong.
Francis is a part of it. Small pig. As you gaze into Francis's eyes, the lingering thoughts of capybaras and Crystal Ridge Hollow fill your mind. There are many things for us to do, and all of them seem to be congregated in one place.
remembered the song. I remembered it. This reminds me of the situation that we might be in, guys. All right, you ready? It's it's
Oh,
by the
no.
famous bard. I can't even get it out. I'm sorry. It's by the famous
Yeah.
bard. Kanye
Go on.
East.
Damn it.
And it went something like, human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god?
Fuck me.
And what's a god to a non-believer? So I think
Anya of the East.
I have get this feeling that maybe the gods might receive their power from us. But that's just me getting that from an old song, you know.
I've actually heard the same song, but where I come from, that quote's attributed to Yeezy.
I've never heard of that man before in my life.
Never heard of
Dude,
the Kanye of the East. I only know Yeezy.
I think you mean Yay? Yay of the Western Wind?
I'm crying. He goes by many names.
Yeah, maybe. Quite prolific. Must be a issue in translation.
we're talking about famous bards. One of the few I've met was an orc called Shaun of the Big.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Biggest of Johns. He had a big John.
This just is a crime
Now that I think
against
about a lot of
humanity.
bards have weird names. Like this one I heard of. I read a few things from him. By the name of Juice World, but Juice wasn't spelled correctly. Neither was World. Now that I think about it.
How these guys get famous? I have no idea.
When I'm out, since I was out of it, what have I missed?
Uh,
I remember you guys saying something
Well.
about like you guys would run around on a time crunch for something.
We got it done. Don't worry. The sword was taken back. I
We
delivered
killed
it.
her.
It's being brought back home. Home all lickety split. So we're good on that end. No more time crunch. Although actually, wait, no time crunch on the capybaras. That's right. Because
Yes.
it's now no longer reserved. So we're heading down for capybaras like today.
You
In
got a
our
hold of the
battle
sword.
wagon.
Did you miss the battle wagon?
You
Oh,
missed
yes,
the
we're
rat
Blood
feast.
versus wagon.
there was quite a bit.
We
that
killed
happened.
someone.
Crashed through a
Yeah.
lot of
Thank you for
houses.
your,
We had
thank
some
you for your blood
barbecue.
donation, by the way.
We should actually leave before they stick the bill for all those crash houses on us.
We're
Although it'll
gonna
probably
use
be in
the
our mailbox by the time we get
capybaras
back.
I
for
swear to God, it
our
was an
donation.
accident. It was an accident. I
Was
swear,
it?
swear to the gods. I did not think that when I tapped the rat triangle, it would summon every single rat in the
Platinum
world. I swear to God. It was
This
just
feels like the only possible things that could have happened, though,
I
in retrospect.
looking back, yeah, but
Rev
at
is
the
now
time I thought,
an
oh yeah,
archmage.
Rev
Oh yes, I
Revier
am an Archmage
is
now.
now the Shadow Mage.
So you
Which is hilarious. 'cause I don't
Killed-
think I've ever seen him cast a spell.
killed the archmage for the sword.
I
I'm
mean, yeah,
assuming-
she set up a
Killed
she set up a
instead.
simulacrum and
It
the
was her
transferred her soul or
idea.
some shit.
We're
Mm.
incredibly famous now,
Yes.
known throughout the land as Shadow Bane or something.
So this is nothing new for me, but for these folks, it's very new.
From the sound of it, we should get going. Yes.
Picture a tree.
Yeah, yeah,
Very
We do
probably.
need
famous
to go.
tree.
Everyone meet on the ranch, and we can head out.
It's raining.
It's always raining.
Not raining over here.
Wait, are we taking? Oh no, the horses are at the ranch.
Yeah, we cannot drive that
Bringing
thing
the
in town
drag.
anymore. Like, please no.
No.
It is so hard to control.
Oh, you need to name one of the
Oh
horses.
yes, we need you to name a horse.
I forget
He is-
which one is left.
You can name
'Cause of-
them once you meet them. I believe.
And please
It
stick
should
to
be
one
written
name
down.
for the love of God. Do not change this name.
Because of all the information going at him, he's just like one hand up, eyes like audibly blinking. Just what the actual fuck?
Your horse will be the one on the rear to the right of the line of 6.
All right,
Yes, there are 6 of them, and they are all amazing.
just give me a second. He goes downstairs. You hear some clanking. You hear like a cork pop. He comes up with like a mug of the beer that he brews. I'm ready. Just chugs it.
Hello, ready. I am ready.
I'm gonna go grab my stuff, and then we can go. I think
He
we should all
picks
just
up-
go together. I mean, unless I'm ready. We can fill you in along the way.
Yes. And he picks up Fernando and puts him like how small is Fernando? Like you said, micro pig?
I don't think he said micropig. I feel like you said micropig.
That's what I'm asking.
It's
Is it
a
normal
small
pig size?
pig.
Micro
The
pig.
size of football. Little
What?
piglet.
Alright, so he picks him up and puts him like in his beard.
Oh my god.
He's a
So you could
little
just ride
heavier
his
than
beard.
that, but
Well, he picks him up and puts him on his back or like on his shoulder.
okay.
Where he can like ride on his bag between his bag and his head.
Yes, pig
Let's
backpack.
go.
Please.
You guys head to the ranch.
Well,
There you see that the goblins have built a fine 4 walls and ceiling only house. A nice 6-horse stable. Firm, sturdy fence around the property line. And dug a small but shallow hole to collect water. It is now swampy from the rainwater. The war horses braying in the stables.
Let me check the horses and get them ready.
It's raining so hard.
oh, I need to check on Chester. I brought him some treats from the garden.
I don't know if we can leave in this rain. The wagon's pretty heavy, so we might have to wait the rain out.
Hmm.
That's the case. That can give me some. I'm gonna go. Is there any place I can probably go meditate for a while?
Well, you can go inside the house. It's a very large empty room.
Hey, yo, I meant it raining hard outside in real life.
Oh,
I'm looking out my window.
oh shit.
There you
It
go.
is.
You're like, we gotta wait out this rain. I
It's not
said,
raining
wait a
over
minute.
here.
All right, Sophie, shit, rub it in our face.
I'm jealous. I want it to be raining.
Come over.
I'm on my way. I'm walking down Red Bluff right now.
Oh god.
Took me about 3 hours.
Something like that, yeah.
Well,
Where did Doc says, Sophie?
the horses braying, and you see kind of hitched up next to it the war carriage.
The war carriage.
Grim, gothic, sharp, and dangerous. A mounted ballista on the top. Mounted crossbow on the front where the carriage driver is. Spikes and scythes upon the axles and spools to sweep up and grind a man down simply by passing near them. Armor, heavy plates of iron strapped to it. A small portcullis over every window. A smaller wagon of supplies and materials, even going so far as having knives and small swords strapped to the side for rearmament. Atop, there are spikes, spires, with skulls impaled upon each spike. ranging from that of humans to beasts. Lanterns lit by an ethereal flame. Hold as you look upon the carriage, you smell a whiff of undeath and chaos.
Where exactly did you get this carriage?
We bought it
No, we got it from the
with blood.
vampires.
We helped blood
That's-
drive.
That makes sense for the smell.
If there's any consolation, some of the blood was yours.
Which I did not consent to giving.
Well, this was a group effort.
I do not agree.
Yeah, everyone that gave blood got cookies. We
It's
left
like
you a
group
cookie.
effort.
It's your fault if you didn't eat it.
What done is done.
Um, yeah, maybe we should remove the spiked heads from this vehicle.
I told
Un-
you it was a bit much.
Unless y'all like it. Y'all into this? This y'all's thing?
I mean, I
This is my thing to some degree.
Ugh.
I certainly do not hate it.
It's just like
But if it is off-putting, then we could redecorate.
it's incredibly off-putting. It is a horrifying gothic death machine with heads on spikes and decked out with weapons. It is 100% off-putting to anyone that would cross our paths. We look like conquerors.
isn't that the point?
Yeah,
Not if we're going to help a random village.
Why
I
would
would
we
put-
take
We
a
wouldn't
war
get
carriage to a
robbed.
random village?
Isn't that literally what we're doing right now?
yeah.
Yes. Maybe we should just leave him here.
Like,
Should we make a sign
I'm
that says
just
No,
saying
but like,
it's a
but
bit
like
much
we could
and it gives the wrong message for what we're doing right now.
we could just ride the horses if we're traveling from town to town. But if we are needing to engage in war and we need a war carriage, we have that. But I don't see a reason to make the horses drag along a carriage if we're just bringing our normal everyday stuff. You know,
that's fair?
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
like we don't need to have them lug around this big ass vehicle. But when we need it, we will need it to look badass.
That's true.
All right, I can get behind that.
We just park it here and hope it don't get stolen while we're gone.
We could put like a boot under the wheel,
It's true.
and then it would be hard to roll it over.
Yes.
Just throw a
Does
tarp
anyone
over
wear
it.
boots? I don't really.
I could ask the rats
No,
to
we just
watch
need to
it.
make so I can make a like a thing real quickly to just like bang clang it over and like lock it and be like, "Meh." So
That'd
it
be
won't
nice.
like yeah, just like give me like I don't know, like 3 hours.
That's not very quickly at all.
I have to literally forge iron.
Oh, hang on. Why don't I just ask the rats to watch it while we're gone? Anyone who tries to get near it, rah, you know,
Rat
Right,
it.
I
rat
mean-
attack.
That's fine.
The-
I still say we
That's
like throw a
fine.
tarp over it, but the rats are a good backup.
At least the
listen,
top.
I know
for the
you
time
love the
being.
rats and all, but I mean, they are like what are they going to do against, like, without the triangle for one thing? Like, I mean, they're rats.
A
I
swarm
mean,
of rats is actually quite terrifying.
I feel like they could scare people off. They're like my little guard dogs.
Oh, this seems a bit silly, but probably effective.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have actual dogs, so yeah, I guess I need herd dogs.
With war horses, it's kind of like a dog.
Oh my gosh.
No, I've learned talking with Sock that not all animals are the same, Rev.
Mm,
You gotta open your mind to that concept.
they have 4 legs. They have a big long face. They have like teeth.
They eat grass and they have hoofs.
You're not dogs.
I'm sure there's like a bug sometimes in the
Why do
grass,
you
and maybe
guys
they
have such
eat
a
the
hard
bug.
time grasping the
I-
concept of what a horse is and what a horse is not?
It's like a dog, but it's very big. And
That's not what a
rideable.
horse is at all. They are very different creatures. Like,
Thank you.
just-
I don't know
just-
why
just-
this is so hard for them to
so,
wrap
so
their
Rev,
heads
Rev,
around.
I want you to. What is on a dog's feet? Their paws, right?
Yes.
Now go. Do me a favor and go look at the horses. Look at their feetsies.
This is you're picking
Very,
at very small
very
things. Look at
different.
what's on a dog's face. Its eyes. Look
Yes,
at what's
yes.
on a horse's
Okay,
face.
but you know what's on everything's face? Eyes.
Wrong.
So that's what I'm saying. We're all sort of the same.
Yeah,
In
but
like
you
a-
can look
like
at
a
other
new-
features and see
Listen,
how evolutionarily different they are.
Now's the time an archmage. I
Like,
shall be the archmage
We
of
have feet with
spirituality.
5 toes. Dogs have feet with 3 or
I'm going
4
to
toes.
give
Actually,
you all
I'm
like
kind of-
healing crystals and talk about the way we are all connected.
I'm. We'll get the
I'm not
horses
gonna bother.
ready.
Never mind.
We'll take the horses. The
Absolutely,
carriage will be
yes.
fine.
I forget that he's just the king of dumb takes.
I gotta prep him. He'll hang out.
It's not a dumb take to say that the horse and a dog are kind of similar.
They're both animals, but they're
Yes,
not
in that
both
sense,
dogs.
yes. But you're trying to say that horses are just big dogs, which they're not. They're very different creatures with different structures,
These
different
are
skeletons.
war horses.
His whole
who have
train to meditate
instructions
through
and training and
this.
stuff like this.
Oh, he's been in the house this whole time meditating.
It's a very sad thing that we do not have guard dogs, but I'm saying that if we need to leave a horse here, it could probably guard, you know?
As you point at the war horse, you see that instead of hooves, it has like human hands.
Wow, what the fuck?
This is even better.
Okay, I don't know what these creatures are. Fuck this.
These are great horses.
I swear to
Chester.
God, it wasn't like this last night.
I didn't see the hands either.
The hands
just didn't
shift
purpose.
back into horse's hooves, and you are unsure if it was a hallucination or not.
Chester, do you have
I
human
don't even
hands?
know.
Did Holt stuff drugs into our food?
We've all had shared hallucinations before. I can't keep.
It's been a
going
long
through
few
this.
days, okay? Let's just. I don't care
Chester-
anymore. Let's either
Chester
take the carriage or
turns
ride
and
the
looks in
horse.
your
Let's
eyes.
go.
Yeah.
Chester turns and just kind of looks in your eyes, and just the deep emptiness. You stare into the void of its soul, and it stares
Sick.
back at you.
Yeah. Rob's got
And
like,
then-
some void eyes.
And eats some hay.
We're bonding.
I don't care what we do anymore. Let's just go.
I think Chester understands me.
Kappa, what Holdador's meditating on is trying to remember how he made following the Conqueror oath before he saw it.
Huh?
What do you think? What Holdador's thinking of is trying to figure out how he made a bond with the Conqueror oath before he met Shirzad to see if he did the same oath. All of
Okay. I mean, it's just spirit and determination of will. I would say, perhaps Hold felt a burning desire to conquer new land and subjugate new slaves for House Hold the Door. House the Door out here. It's about taking up an oath and deciding to live by it. That is the true bond of a paladin. Rev, as you watch Chester and Chester watches you, you feel a strong connection,
Ooh.
a bond. But hold, as you meditate, you think of things to be determined and empowered by. As that power comes from within you, in yourself. You think perhaps it was not Sherazade that giveth you the power, but your own desire to follow Sherazade, and in her absence you have found faltering in your beliefs. Nevertheless, feel a call of the capybara to the south. The ranch feels empty, alone, quiet. As if it bears a hole the size of large rodents that have yet to be filled. Poor lonely come ranch. Not but an animal to graze upon its field, or bathe in its small pool. A fence that protects nothing from the outside and shelters none from within.
So, are we going now?
Yeah, the horses are pretty much ready.
Good, I want to get out of here before we get any more hallucinations.
Yeah.
Which horse did you say was mine?
Oh, the rear right.
That one.
Well, I guess if they're in their stalls, then the one with the
I thought we arranged. I thought we arranged them in the stalls according to like their because like the stalls are like boo 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 like the 3-on-3 like then they face each other. I thought that was gonna
we
be.
also labeled the stalls, so it's like easier to find with the one without the name.
Yeah, so that one. Yeah, it's same method.
This one's my
This is true.
horse. This is Passing Wind.
As you approach, Stock, Passing Wind kind of neighs at you and gives a little wiggle. You hear in the deepest recesses of your mind, "Welcome, Sock."
Whoa! I think I speak horse.
You think you speak horse?
Yes.
Good.
I reach up and pat his nose.
And Passing Wind allows it. You pet the nose of this great and majestic beast.
Hold the door walk. Yes, I've settled on a name.
Mm-hmm.
Satan's
Rose.
Alley.
Huh?
Nah, I was just throwing a name out there.
No, Rose.
Oh, I like
Aw.
that.
Well, full name would be Rosador, actually.
Aw,
Any relation?
that's cute.
In honor of my sister, actually.
You have a sister named Rosador?
You've never heard him talk about it before?
Mm,
Talked about it from
think
when we
we-
fought the Enchanter.
you did talk about it when we fought the Enchanter. I'm sorry. We talk about a lot of things sometimes. I get lost in the sauce.
It's all good.
I think
Is
that's
Rose a
great.
good name for you? He looks
Which-
at the horse.
Out of character is me saying that sometimes I get confused between what happens in game and what happens outside of the game while we're just talking. Like what Rev knows versus what I know.
He gave subtle context to everybody, but
as-
Stock knows the.
The horse, known as Satan's Alley, looks you in the eyes. It accepts the new name, approaches the door.
Appreciate it.
And magically, it is branded on its back thigh. Razador.
All right.
With horses chosen and final preparations made, if there is nothing else anyone wishes to do, I assume you will head off.
I go back to town to go shopping. Just kidding.
Hops up on horse, sets self back down on off a horse, runs to town.
Shops for 2 hours, comes back, hops back on horse.
I think we should go. I think we should spend another week here building up the city. Just kidding. Let's go.
Cecil-
Let's go already.
Cecil
Like
sets
a
off
whole week.
down the road. Oh, good old Basil. Basil.
Basil. Basil.
Basil.
Busted.
Then, as everyone heads out to the rhythm of Yea of the Western Wind, you begin heading south. Someone roll for me. Survival. Who would be in the lead with their horse?
Yeah, probably me. Rev's a good horsey man, probably. Ba-boom. Oh, the natty 20.
Ooh.
They call me Mr. Natty 20.
And I
Oh,
would
there we
say in the first.
Boom.
Where is it?
Boom.
In the first day of travels, would you be stopping at Calphus?
I don't think so. Are we like not welcome here at
No.
all?
I'm not.
The first day of travel, over the hills and various twisted battlefields of the wars of old, molested by magic, the ground upturned, gravity swathed to and fro. You continue passing by the town you are no longer welcomed at, Calphus. Past a large, kind of filled, like water-filled hole in the ground. A large crater off the coast. Remnants of buildings and a town lie upon the outside, but the inside raised to the ground, and beneath even so, as the waters trickle in, slowly filling the town-sized basin. For it is outside here where the first day finds its end. As you make camp for the night, or travel through the night,
Mm, does anyone need to rest?
My ass
the
hurts from
horses,
riding all day.
horses been galloping.
Also, the horses probably need a break.
Hundreds of miles traveled in one day as they sprint at full speed.
Yeah, let's set up camp.
Yes, we definitely don't want to work the horses too hard. Oh, maybe add a character. What happened to the sixth horse while we're all riding?
You follow along. You sense there's a a good bond between them.
Oh, okay. Nifty.
It carries the stuff, perhaps.
Yeah.
Franklin's riding on it.
Franklin's riding on
Little
Izzy's horse.
piggy-
I love that.
Little piggy in the saddle.
But the horses started off on a slow trot into a full, just break-ass sprint. And for the entire day, they've just been going at uncomfortable speeds. Each of you feel exhausted from gripping the saddle and reins and kind of arching down, your back sore, as these horses have just been hauling the whole ass. It's at those speeds where, like, if you're on a bike, you're like, this makes me uncomfy. Easily 60 miles an hour.
Jesus Christ.
All right, all right, all right.
Cecil will fall off the horse whenever they stop. My ass.
I'm right there with you.
Sock. I need your help. Please.
Why
What
would
could
you
I
have to rub your ass
possibly
for you?
help?
You're the only one with the grip strength hard enough. As your brother.
For?
I'm asking you as a brother, please. I need you to massage my ass.
Oh my
Persuasion.
god.
Persuade me.
Persuade.
Doc looks at you with a dead stare.
Fuck, I need you to reach into my pants, stroke my big iron.
Let's see if I can get
I'm
it,
saving this one
guys.
for posterity. I'm sketching this. If you think
You
I'm
can
not gonna
massage
sketch
my
this and
ass.
let you not
Massage
not
my
live this
ass
one down,
better
my guy.
without the
Can I
chaps on.
contest this?
Contest wisdom.
You don't have to do
you
it
want
if you
to.
don't want.
It's your choice, but you would contest it with wisdom.
Lindsay
Yeah.
Lindsay is trying to convince you, Sophie,
Do a
the
wisdom
I know.
player.
saving throw.
Yeah.
Sophie, are you convinced?
I'm not doing a good job.
You don't have to adhere to the persuasion roll unless you want to. So basically, if you want to leave it up to the rolls,
I want to
you
leave
can.
it up to the roll.
Then
do?
yeah, roll a
Then
wisdom save.
roll insight. No, it wouldn't be wisdom
Insight?
save.
Yo.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It'd be insight.
Even
Still
better.
You sense.
Fuck that.
I would say then, Sock, you sense that Cecil's being a bit of a baby, pushing bounds, but if you're down for some brokeback shit, if you're down to, I can't quit you, and you can massage the old cowboy's cheeks.
Sock looks at Cecil. No. But I do recommend creating some kind of rolling device. That IT band could really get stiff.
Cecil wipes a tear.
Tara puts away her sketchbook.
Cecil stays on the ground for a while.
I make a fire.
Sock makes a fire. Roaring or small enough just to provide a little light?
Like a medium?
Medium bonfire then.
A roaring medium fire.
Old walks up, Harry, for now. So am I the only one who's in pain right now?
No. No.
Do you need help up?
I'm just gonna lay here. Probably all night. Unless something happens. I'll get to the horses eventually. I just need more. They're so fast. We should have taken the wagon.
I'm glad we didn't, though. It is quite threatening.
Just
And the wrong message.
Paint it when we
Actually,
get
wait a
back.
minute. We should have brought the wagon. How are we bringing all these capybaras back?
I gotta teach y'all how to do
We're
some
herding
ranching.
them.
Yeah, we're gonna herd them.
Wrangling.
Probably need to put some money aside to get a casual wagon. Just gonna travel.
Sock
We
gonna
can look
make
into
some
that when we get
soldier
back.
gruel.
Begin making soldier gruel
Good old gruel.
from the various
From the
small
rations.
modicum of food and supplies that you have brought with you. Soldier gruel.
They
Hold
have
the
a
door.
lot of nice supplies, but he makes soldier gruel because that's all he
Hold-
knows how to make.
Holdador is like secretly seasoning it. Like when you turn away, just.
He tastes it. That's not right. Throws it out. Just kidding. All right. Would you like me to bring you all bowls?
I got it. I can get it.
Can you?
Yeah. My gooch. Ah! And he gets it.
If I hear one more thing about your gooch, I am going to fucking lose it.
I, however, would like to hear one more thing about your gooch. Do you have one more in the chamber?
Oh my fucking god.
No. No, I'm out of man.
Ataru.
What? Are you gonna complain about your tree gooch? How do you even feel things? You don't really have nerve endings. How does it work?
The trooch.
I was going to ask, what's up?
Oh, what's up? I'm good.
This is a camp, and just trying to start the conversation like a
You know what
normal
I could use?
person.
A ghost story.
Mine's kind of racing. Hoping that Yamador delivers the sword in time before war breaks out home, but there's nothing I can really do about that. Because if I deliver it, things will just get worse. So yeah, I'm just kind of sitting here twiddling my thumbs, hoping that the capybara wrangling can distract me from my mounting dread. How are you? What's been up?
Well, doing okay. This newfound power is very interesting.
Oh yeah, what did the thingy do to you? I didn't really get a good look on account of being miles away.
Well, I was sort of just kind of consumed by this power, and then suddenly I things look a bit different now. Like I can sort of see this might be sort of from the reason I was kind of portraying this hippie persona earlier, but now I can kind of see the ties that bind all things, and
That's
it's
cool.
a bit awkward, to be honest. I don't really like it,
Wait, that's so
but
cool.
it's cool. It's definitely cool. Don't get me wrong. It's just I miss being able to look at the tree and be like, "That's a tree," and now I'm like, "Oh, that's a tree, and it's also a mushroom 6 miles away."
That's okay. That's actually trippy. That's so trippy.
It is hard to appreciate the small things, you know. But but no, this is. I'm sure there's other things as well. I've been meaning to experiment with. I feel like I might have better control over my ability to manifest weaponry and armor and stuff from my body, but I have not given that too much thought or consideration yet. It just kind of, it's like an instinct, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just feel like that's something I can do a little better, but I have not really tried.
So this may not be
Outside of
the
that, I'm not really sure.
point, but your tree and mushroom example has me thinking, if you look at yourself, what else are you? What else are we?
True that.
You said the
What
tree is
am
also a mushroom.
I?
What else are you? What are you linked to, or whatever the thing that you mentioned?
Cecil
Oh well, I
stares at
mean,
his.
Do I look
there's
taller?
bonds between me and my friends, and you know, uh, as well as bonds between all of us, I would say. Uh,
Oh, that's so
and then
sweet.
sort of
Hippie,
like
but sweet.
like I can kind of see the general magics and whatnot, and so I can see like the paladinness of, well, it would be hard for me to identify if I didn't already know it, I guess.
Wait, can
But
you see the wolf?
I can see the wolf a little.
I take it
It's
back.
not like seeing the wolf. It's just kind of like sensing the aura of the thing.
This dark, coalescing vortex of foul magic within Sock.
That's wild.
Rev.
And when I root, I can sense a lot more. But this is
Wait, that's
some things that I am not too comfortable doing yet.
Okay, that makes sense.
And Rev to add on, it's spotty at
Mhm.
times. Like you'll only, at least for right now, you'll sense maybe the mushroom 6 miles away, and then it fades out. It's as if someone is constantly focusing different parts of a TV screen for you.
Yeah, like it's not 100% under my control. It's a little random. That's why I said like a mushroom 6 miles away, and not like all of the mushrooms and all of the things that the roots are connected to. You know what I mean?
Yes, cool.
He just sort of gets glimpses.
Good. Well, as the night wanes on, each of you taking time to take your breaks. Will you guys be stopping at Genderton or Burnslaw? Or would you be cracking them horses and having them carry onwards to Crystal Ridge Harbor?
You're making us sound abusive for not taking more breaks. Should we let them rest in Genderton? The town of Gender?
I feel like we could skip a town. Yeah, I mean, I can ask him. I can tell him to give me a sign if they need a break, really. But I feel like it might just be obvious with the way they breathe, you know? I
Do the
said,
horses look winded at the end of the day? Do they even look tired?
Are you speaking with animals right now? To the animals?
no, I'm talking with a group, asking them.
Oh.
I don't think it would be a bad idea to get a read on the horses. If you wanted to speak with them and see maybe, yeah, like a sign, like something where they could be like, oh, we would like to take a rest now, would be fine. And then we wouldn't have to speak with them every time we wanted to determine something like that.
We could just travel as far as we can in a day. If y'all want to travel day by day, rest at night. Unless y'all feel like sleeping on the horses, but I don't know.
I don't think that would be too comfy of a ride, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
think,
be able
yeah,
to fall
we
asleep.
could just travel day by day for now. I didn't know the capybaras were so far away. How many days travel?
Who be?
Normal walking, a year. On the horses, 3 weeks.
Oh my gosh! And we have to walk them all the way back?
I told y'all it was a far way.
That's
The trip there is faster. The trip back is not.
And it's gonna be more complicated.
Gotta prevent the capybaras from escaping.
I didn't even tell Izzy that I was going to be gone for months.
You gotta protect
We
them.
keep doing that.
I'm not the best in a relationship.
I mean, last time we were like, "Oh, we'll be back," and then gone for months.
But you guys, it was far.
Yes, but last time I told her like, "Oh, this is going to be perilous. I will not maybe be coming back from this at all." This time I just kind of left. Like she might show up at Sugma Kappa and be like, "Oh, I would like to take Rev on a date today," and then not see me again for another 2 months.
Meanwhile, like Isaiah's at Sugma Kappa, like, oh Rev, I'm desperate for that wood pussy. Where you at?
That wood pussy.
That
The
wussy.
wood does see.
The
It's
wood
not
dussy.
canon.
She's out here trying to throw it out, and she's like,
Fuck,
oh
ow,
well.
shit. I need a bear back.
Oh well.
Damn. Well, damn.
Okay.
That wood pussy.
So are you interrogating the horses on their stature, or
No, I'm just talking with the group.
okay?
Do y'all want to travel day by day, or do y'all want to travel like a day and a half and rest?
Perfect.
Mm, the travel is not that intense. We could probably go a day and a half before resting if the horses can take it.
Yeah, let's just go. Got a library to visit.
How have the horses been faring so far, as I can tell while we've been
They do not seem bothered at all.
Oh, hell yeah. War horses, war horses.
War horses.
Alright.
The robots in disguise.
The sooner we get there, the sooner we get back, so day and a half travel, rest, day and a half travel, rest. That go with y'all?
Perfectly fine.
Aru?
Raven said she had to be right.
Oh,
Sounds perfect to me. Gives me more time to my mind together.
is the sky still being weird?
Is it like day all the time?
It is day all the time still.
Rough. I feel like we should do something about that. I don't know if we can though.
Listen, we can do like one world-ending adventure at a time, and right now, capybaras.
Yes, there are other capable adventurers who are probably working on turning the night back on.
Meanwhile, they're working on that. They're all being.
It could just be another shared hallucination.
This is a long time for a hallucination, so it's been like a week at least,
You have no idea.
maybe 2.
When I tried a potion that gave me all this weird barbarian magic, I was tripping out for probably a month.
A month?
I'm still tripping out, I think, actually. Every time I rage, something else happens.
I feel like that's not tripping. We've seen such things happen.
No, I mean, like, when I first took it, though, everything was wild.
Well, is it like a bad trip or a good trip?
I mean, it definitely wasn't great solely for the reason that it did not cure the curse or turn me back into a man. So it wasn't great. It was not what I wanted.
Well, well, well. A few weeks on the road, hmm? Cecil, is this the sort of thing that that you used to do before your vengeance quest?
Yeah. Not at this speed. Definitely not. No. Just walking.
Having horses is really nice. Walking everywhere sucked.
Horses are intense. Tari, you fine with traveling for a day and a half and then resting?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Making sure. We continue on.
All right then. When you get back in the following morning, you get back on the horses after a night of tepid rest under this strange sun. You carry onwards once again. Roll me survival.
With the power of Yeezy.
A bing bang booey.
Yay
Survival.
of the
Ba-boom.
West.
It's only a 23.
Okay. And you said you're skipping over Ginderton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll say in the course of the next week, you each take your time. Still going pretty fast, but you each take your time. Resting, carrying on, moving forward. Till you arrive to roughly outside a kind of raised and collapsed township. A small hamlet where you believe Burnslaw to be. Good couple town houses. Remnants of a wall, but it's been a few years since anything had been moving or around. The houses themselves are in decrepit shape, and it seems the town long ago was attacked or otherwise, but
Mm.
population is nil. However, upon approach for the first time and since traveling and since the battle with the one mage, a different weather in the sky as rolling clouds off in the distance towards the south stretch across the sky. Ripples of lightning flash and light the area. It appears heavy rains are ahead, but you make camp for the night, watching off in the horizon the dark looming clouds. You are but maybe, I would say, 2 days travel from Crystal Ridge Hollow. However, is there any changes to your plans?
There's a dark cloud over Crystal Ridge Hovel.
Yeah, like thunder clouds, thunderstorms.
Bad omen.
I think we just mosey on, right?
Yeah, we're almost there.
Yeah, we've already come this far. It's not like a spooky cloud's gonna stop us.
Have we even come across a single town that's not destroyed?
Well, we
Wait,
passed by
wait,
Genderton a while ago.
Genderton was destroyed?
you know, Burns Lore. Is...
Okay, I knew about Barnsor. I did not know about Genderton.
No, yeah, we passed by Calvis and
Okay.
Genderton.
Yeah,
They
okay.
were not destroyed. We just chose to stay on the outskirts. Why? Did you want to stop somewhere?
No, I mean I think Just a little surprised at the decrepitude.
Oh, this is fair. I will be right back.
Does the cloud look natural?
It looks like a heavy storm, but there is very little wind, but what there is, you do feel the cold breeze come in. So at least feels like heavy storms ahead, but unnatural. Roll me nature.
Let's see. Seems fine.
Seems fine.
Seems fine. Yeah. We should just keep going.
So just
I mean, I didn't say it's like
continue?
we gotta like turn back. It's just the storm is a
I've got a
bad omen.
poncho.
You feel?
Yeah, storm's a storm. It
Would be a
rains.
good omen if it wasn't, if it was dry.
That's true. They could have been in a drought this whole time.
Also, didn't you say capybaras were magical, Cecil? Maybe it's the capybaras.
Yes. These magical little creatures. I have to get them. You know, I never told y'all, but my wife loved capybara.
Aw.
Can't wait to
Yo.
see what these creatures.
She always wanted to retire and have her own ranch with them. So I guess in a way, us receiving these little critters would be me fulfilling her plan.
I think that is a very honorable thing to do.
It's sweet. I'm sure she's happy to see you living her dream at the very least.
Cecil rides slowly towards the dark cloud. Crystal Bridge Hobble.
Head further in.
We ride for the bars.
As you ride further in, you are about, I would say about 10 miles out from Crystal Ridge Harbor. Till your senses kick up. The hairs on the back of your necks stand on end. Something looms in these clouds. The horses shift into high gear as you hear the flap of beating leathery wings. Overhead, a dark creature parts the clouds before dipping back up into them. Too quick for any of you to see. But everyone go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw with advantage as you are on the horses, as from the sky above, a streak of lightning traces its gangly fingers across the ground. Okay. Hold, Ataru, and Sock barely avoiding it. However, the sparks of electricity arch out and strike each of you, and arms, legs, whatever is exposed. You'll take.
There, you said advantage. Ataru and Sock got 18 and 20.
Oh, yes, my bad. Forgot about it.
Yeah.
Except for hold. So hold, you take.
Let me roll for Sean really quick.
82 lightning damage.
Okay.
I mean, it is lightning.
Yeah. I could say I've survived a lightning strike now.
However, the flashes of lightning and rolling thunder protrude a silhouette. They produce a silhouette on the inside of the clouds. A large creature flying within their shelter. You can see as it slowly starts to make a shallow descent out of the clouds themselves being pulled with it as it comes swooping down, and you see in the darkness of this thunderstorm as the rain batters down a large dark figure, large swept forward horns, curled outwards, dark leathery wings, and tucked in claws, underbody, with razor talons. For those that had seen Gethranax, this strikes a similar resemblance, and you feel you are currently being hunted or haunted by a dragon. This one, however, is more than twice the size as the Gethranax, the shadow dragon you had fought in the Waterfall Temple. And it bears towards you now. Genderton, or not Genderton, Crystal Ridge Hovel, you can see in sight as you hear the bells of the town ringing true, torches and braziers lit, and large kind of magical spotlight lanterns are just kind of scanning the underside of the clouds, and one of them finally perchance lights up over the encroaching figure rapidly approaching you, and you see it is a large, gargantuan, scarred and very angry blue dragon. What's everyone doing?
Shit, we should have brought the battle wagon.
What the fuck did we do to piss this thing off?
What?
Lead it.
Well, I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Lead it away from the town, I guess.
You see that the gates are open, but to the town, and there is at least one spotlight to you.
What is he hinting at right now, guys? Do we go to the town or go away from the town? Can we fight a gargantuan blue dragon?
That casually did a crisp 82.
Yeah. You know, y'all want to take y'all's chances? Or book it to the town. Either way, I will be using my emboldening bomb. And Cowboy Prayer.
Let's see if we can make it to the town and if that will make it go away.
I would say you have the opportunity to holler out an emboldening bond. What are you hollering out across the horses and the streaks of lightning and thunder and heavy rain?
Stay together. Don't get separated. We can win if we're together.
Okay.
So we're fighting?
We can fight or run. It's up to y'all. I'm just doing this just in case. We gotta go.
Everyone add emboldening bond to their stuff now, but are y'all fighting?
I do not want to fight this thing.
What's the... I haven't had that in there yet. What's the thing for it again?
It's just a 1d4 on either a saving throw or attack roll or an ability check.
Okay.
It's on everything. Emboldening bond on everything. But only one per turn. While bless is on almost everything, but all the time.
Sorry, I don't think we are quite equipped just yet to fight this extremely large lizard.
We head for the gates. If they turn us away, we stand our ground and try to survive. But if it'll cause the dragon to back off, that's much better.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Everyone, go ahead and make another dexterity saving throw as you're within 1 mile and it chases after you, spewing vitriol lightning upon the ground, scraping. Yeah, add the D4, scraping upon the ground. For those of you that are struck, 71 points of electric damage of the good lightning.
Did I actually get hit this time? Oh, I'm down.
Door is hit. You watch as hold the door and falls limp upon the horse. The horse still going. It's cheesing it.
Sock looks thoroughly fried.
Ah, shit, there go our heels.
Is
Gotta
the
get
horse
healed anyways.
still coming in the same direction as us?
It flew past y'all to do the strafing run from behind and then up into the clouds once again. The town, you can see that there are guards and ballistae that are just shooting from the rafters of the walls, and people, guardsmen are screaming and ushering for you guys to get inside.
Is Hold's horse still running in the same direction as us?
Hold's horse is still kind of following the other horses.
Okay.
But Hold is just like, just getting jostled with the horse, just flumped over on his chest. Okay. Making it inwards, everyone go ahead and roll one more dexterity saving throw.
That's one fail.
One for Rev.
He is still in the bathroom.
Here,
Do I have
I'll
to
click
roll
it.
the
I'll click
last
it.
one for him too, because I don't think he did that one for him.
Do I roll another 1d4?
Yes.
Yeah, it's different turns.
Is this still with advantage or no?
It is still with advantage because you are still on the horses.
Okay.
I'm adding emboldening bonders thing. All right. He makes it.
Oh wow!
He makes it again.
That was surprising.
But let's see. But everyone makes it except for Hold. As the lightning crashes down and sweeps over from the side this time, just to show y'all what you'd be missing. The horses literally could not get their asses into the town fast enough as the lightning screeches by and they shut the door. Overhead, they're firing ballistae and all sorts of trebuchets, anything getting thrown into the sky. You find adventurers in the streets just going, yeah, yeeting out whatever they can, and other adventurers seem to be around a kind of center altar in the center of town of a strange geometrically designed altar, kind of obelisk-esque statue of multiple floating rocks, and everyone's kind of casting some sort of strange ritual into it as you watch it spew a beam up and start to cascade out a large dome over the town. But with each passing of this massive dragon, it drags this trail of lightning underneath it, this just finger of God that tears up the ground, and at certain parts will pierce through the dome, strike a house, and just the house explodes and erupts in fiery just refuse everywhere. And it continues dragging along. You can see the underside of the lightning from the dome. As it strikes, it just lights the dome up a pure white, just blinding, like flashing effect. As the horses come to a halt, and some guardsman comes, barely got your asses in there. Oh, well, stable your horses up there by the adventurers' hall and find refuge within. Get your wounds healed up and you're wounded. We can take it from here. And it gives you a firm thumbs up as lightning continues to break through the barrier and blow up buildings.
Stop, grab, hold. I can't carry it. I want to try. I can't.
Cure wounds. Unhold the door.
Roll for cure wounds.
13. Wait, what is a sharpshooter on
that? Bro, you just Mason, you linked me. I glanced at it and I just saw a list of the gayest oaths I've ever seen.
Wait, what?
I'm looking at Oath of Brotherhood, Oath of Love.
It's all revolving around friendship and companionship and stuff like that.
The broken back oath. Okay, hold your
all the names are pretty bad, but it was just those were the ones that seemed to fit the best.
Of the bro job.
Hold you are up with 13 health.
Immediately he just gets up and just follows, and still in shock.
Like
He's just like,
And you guys are running and headed towards the Adventurers Guild.
Yes.
The town is stationed kind of on a small slant. So as you go further into town, you are slowly going up towards the edge of a cliff, the edge of a hill, but the town is made like that of a kind of large oval. And in the center of town, not very tall, it's only maybe 2 stories tall, unlike Titans Falls Adventures Guild, this massive 2-3 stadium size gigantic cathedral. This is more a homely, think like Lowtown strip mall. This is maybe 1-2 stories, but very wide in a kind of egg-shaped as well. Sorry, correction, more pentagonally shaped. And upon entering in, you see there are plenty of wounded in the lobby, but you are met with warmth, burning hearths, soft earthen tone, general small water features. It feels like a wilderness-themed hotel lobby. But you are able to take a moment of reprieve as a small halfling runs out, wearing kind of like a flight hostess business suit. Comes running out. Says, "Oh, is everyone okay? You made it."
Oh,
Much better now that
Oh.
we're in safety.
he needs attention.
That was shocking.
He got
Really the
hit
time for a pun?
directly. Twice,
As you can
3
see-
times maybe.
Hold and Sock have like arching, kind of static, kind of following your veins. There's these burn marks on each of you that is slowly being kind of like soothed by the healing word. The cooling wounds. Them balmy salves. As you apply, as she's tending to the bandages, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think anyone would be traveling out there. But we're glad to have you in. Sorry you came to visit the hall during such a siege."
Yeah, what's going on here?
"Oh, well, we're some adventuring group from the adventuring hall." And she ushers to the place you're in. "Well, one of them registered for us. We sent them on a mission to just find some articles and of belongings, and we thought it was bandits, but they ended up going into the den and started pilfering the hoard of a dragon known as the Flayer. But even worse, one of these adventurers found an old scroll that revealed the true name of the dragon. The Flayer's true name, and good heavens, they started joking and making mockery, and now we're out here getting accosted by Roberto Flay. This gargantuan, old as dirt blue dragon.
Yes, yes. I just posted that GIF.
Oh, shit.
Well, anyway, yep, that's why we're here. In this predicament is someone pissed off, basically a dragon named Bobby Flay. I'm sorry, Roberto Flay. The Flayer. Roberto the Flayer Flay.
Now that we're out of the adrenaline situation, you guys smell like perfectly cooked. That's just me.
Are you
Yes,
talking to
okay,
me?
Yes.
Ataru, are you a cannibal?
No, but like
Slaves?
So okay.
Stare.
No.
Sock has,
So,
like, smoke curling
Sock,
off
you
of
remember?
his
Sock,
Ataru?
you remember that day that we were super like hungry and like I don't know if you were having the same hallucinations as I was, but I definitely saw Cecil as like a drumstick. Like I'm getting flashbacks of that. It's been a while since we've eaten. Okay, all I'm saying is I smell like a really good steak in here.
Hold the door, just
Sarah has,
stare
like-
the side glance.
Saga's smoke curling off of his hair. He's like, oh,
Dude, I just
does
want
it smell
barbecue.
good?
Okay.
I just smell burnt hair.
Anyway,
But I mean, you know, you do you.
Tara, did your
I'm not
people,
saying
like,
I want to
roast a
eat you guys.
boar
Just that.
whole?
Look, you know
Like,
what?
you didn't like skin it
I
first?
would
and
say-
take
Can we
care
not
of the
pay
hair or
attention to all my
anything?
crazy thoughts?
Of
Okay,
of the two of us, that would probably make the best meal. I think. Hold the door.
I don't want to eat anybody. That's not what I'm just
Ethan
gonna.
would probably be delicious.
No, wait, I don't.
You seen his
I-
biceps?
I'm slim
So
pickings over here.
I get my balls scrubbed, blood donated, and now I'm being offered up as the best meal.
I
First
am
of all,
not
you're
gonna
welcome.
eat
Second of all, you're
anybody. I was
welcome. You have a
I,
horse now.
Compliment.
it was just a crazy thought I had. Okay.
You have clean balls and a horse, and you're complaining?
He just slowly turns his
I'm
head towards
typing.
Rev, just.
I'm quoting that.
I got it.
Leave the fuck
No.
16d8. Jeez.
Oh, god damn it. Oh.
The
We're here about the
older
capybaras.
halfling kind of looks at you. You're here for the capybaras.
Yes.
Oh, thank the gods.
Is that really your biggest concern right now?
They've been quite a nuisance. I mean, granted, we weren't necessarily ready for Roberto the Flay to siege the town, but this is just a new predicament. We have been
Things you could make
absolutely
play
plagued by these capybaras. Well,
There's
They're
right
big
now we're in the
men
middle of a
here.
siege, so there's nothing you can do about them yet, but I will give you, since you are brusqued with death, I will give you each one good premium room for your stay, if it means you'll take the capybaras away. Also, I'm bumping it up to a premium because you did get attacked by a dragon enraged by one of our adventurers, but you know.
Have your adventurers like given the stuff back?
Well, it's more about the stealing of the scroll and the discovering of the dragon's true name and that sort of stuff. But don't worry. Well, actually, do worry. We thought the dragon, would have ceased after it killed the adventurer, but it did not.
Probably everyone that knows the name would be my guess.
Yep.
We now know the name.
Well, I don't think the dragon necessarily knows who knows its name. It's just like, fuck this town in particular.
Because this is where the adventurers came from.
More than likely, the dragon's pretty smart. He was throwing out some mean comments earlier.
Like?
Or like what?
For example.
Well, it called me a old raggedy, saggedy tittied, useless adventurer, and I didn't even
common?
venture. Yes, in common.
What?
It's also been throwing out people's business, such as freaking Hinklemeyer's down the street going through a nasty divorce. They put that out there on the town. It's been a good half and half of berating us with unbiased rumors, unbased. Never. My titties aren't saggy. And then accosting us and killing people, which is absolutely by far the worst. But let us not ignore the emotional damage and strain it is putting on the town.
My question is, how does the dragon know about people's divorces and their personal problems in this town?
I don't know the dragon's ways.
How does he know about that, but he doesn't know who knows his name? This is a weird dragon.
I think it just has fucked his town in particular. That, and we've also been telling everyone its name.
Yeah, we noticed.
I mean, it sounds a little better on paper if you say, oh, we're being accosted by Roberto the Flay or Flay.
For insurance purposes, I would imagine.
Of course. Anyway, also the obituary.
So what do we need to do to collect these?
Well, hopefully it will chill out and stop attacking the town. And then y'all can take the capybara away.
And then you want us to wait here through a siege before taking these capybaras?
I mean, you can go out there
We can't risk him.
and fight the Flayer.
I'm good.
Starting to sound like we don't have much of a choice. I don't think that dragon's gonna stop until it's destroyed this town.
Is
You know.
anyone else?
Nah. I feel it will cool out. It's usually got a
Are you
pretty good temperament.
Are you sure? The dragon has seemed oddly personal about this whole thing.
You hear the big booming common voice outside. Fuck y'all. How dare y'all steal my stuff? Your mama got no nipples.
Yeah, see that's a personal attack right there.
Hey, Roberto used to be a kind soul. Ever since he got back from the whole cult he was in, he was real chill and real cool, but, tended to himself. Only ate big things, but now someone's gone and stole his shit.
So here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Authorities
By the way, your
seem
room's
like,
right this way, and they start leading you to your room. Walk and talk, fella.
Do we want to try and just talk to this dragon and see if we can get him to stop his? This seems more reasonable than killing him. He seems like he's
mean,
just
if we-
grumpy because someone kind of did some shit to him, which I guess I would be too.
I am definitely down to try, but if it comes down to a question of us or him, I'm choosing him.
I
I
would
mean
choose
us.
us.
I mean us. My bad.
I was-
I meant
Jesus
kill him.
Christ.
Atara's changing alliances.
I meant
She
kill
worships
him.
this dragon.
I meant like which one of us.
Yo, wait.
I meant which one of us. Look, it's been a long day of riding. I'm still kind of riding the adrenaline high.
Hey, yo.
Mind is racing.
Listen, Ataro, if it's between me and you, I pick me.
Okay, fine. I meant the other way.
Oh wait,
Okay,
no, I mean you.
Can we just
Sorry.
can we just get a room, please? I'm so tired.
Can we have a room? Let's go to bed.
We can deal with this in the boarding, hopefully, maybe.
Wow.
Well, and it leads you to a room. The room is lavish. Soft wooden architecture. Log cabin beams hanging down from the ceiling is a antler woven candelabra. This big chandelier on the corners of candelabra is very well lit. Attached to the wall, softly pouring, is a 3-person sized bath and/or water feature. There are about 6 sets of full-sized bunk beds, not twins, full-size mattresses. There are bathrobes hung up. There is a dining table off to the side near the entrance where there is a plethora of charcuterie boards set up. Figs, dried apricots, grapes, fresh sliced watermelon, various wines in decanters. Candelabras lit everywhere. There's barely a shadow in the room. And a large round stained glass window. Raven, it looks like the Gridania Inn.
I run past, grab a slice of watermelon, and I vault up to the top bunk.
I shove past Ataru first.
I'm faster
Grab
than you,
the
bitch.
apricot.
I don't care about the
Tripping
apricot.
attack.
Grab your
I'm taking the
ankles.
watermelon.
Roll for tripping attack.
I grab your ankle.
Roll the trip. Roll an attack.
With what? An arm strike?
Nah, roll with your weapon.
No, you missed me. Not even close. You missed me again. Not even close.
Alright, Ataru
Damn.
just kind of high stepping over the little gnome as she grabs watermelon, flops the top bunk. The small, older halfling says, "All right, I'll leave you to it. This is your key." And she sets it down on the little end table filled with small mints. "Here you go. And, well, you're welcome to wait or explore around. Goodbye."
I just saw you tried to werewolf fight me.
Hey, yo.
That's uncalled for.
Out of pocket.
Progressively more.
Out of pocket. Out
Throws a
of
sword at
pocket.
you. Misses. Has to bite your ankles. Misses.
Well. So you guys are in the town. You can hear thunder and crashing and things in other languages that you do not understand, still being yelled by the great booming voice. Trebuchets launching off. The cracks of lightning, the shattering of the dome in various parts as it gets rehealed. The stained glass window lighting up from the flashes of lightning. What is everybody doing in the very peaceful and lavish and comforting room?
Cecil's just looking outside the window while munching on little snacks left.
Rev wandered outside.
Oh my god.
Does anyone else feel like super relaxed and like heavy rain?
I
in the-
root at night, you know. I gotta get out of this room and get to some dirt. So Rev is outside of the inn, just kind of looking for a nice place with some trees and maybe a bench.
Okay. There are maybe 2 or 3 trees, as this is mostly on the hill of a deep cliff.
Mm-hmm.
But you just kind of root down into it,
Nifty.
begin to relax. Start to focus, and your senses start to belay outwards. And you see, kind of floating in the clouds, this dense cluster of etherical magic. Or at least what you assume to be etherical magic. As it circles the town, striking it, you watch as it kind of has not exactly the silhouette of the dragon, but you can kind of see a general shape, and you watch as the various, dense magic it has shifts into its chest and then into its throat before it spews burning hot lightning across. And find it interesting that you can see the flow of energy as it uses its breath attack. But that being chillin', you feel pseudo safe as there's about hundreds of people hard at work preventing the town from being destroyed. And you're just like, as the rain strikes upon your Woden form. What is everyone else doing?
Is it nighttime?
It is good enough to be nighttime, as the clouds are so thick for the first time in a while. The sun does not reign overhead. It is perpetually dark.
Nice change of pace.
As if it would, yeah. It's still, I would say it feels as if the thunderstorm is evening hours in terms of lighting. It's still bright enough to read a book, but fairly dark as shit. It's a good blend.
I am playing The Floor is Lava.
Cecil is passed out after watching the lightning and stuff go crazy.
Sorry,
Oh,
you're playing The Floor is Lava?
Yeah, just jumping on all the furniture. Try to get to one side of the next. I'm trying to not just walk on walls because that's cheating.
Fair.
Gonna
What
go look for
about
the
Mr.
library.
Steak?
Old
And
is just
Sophie.
eating and just resting. Considering he almost died.
That's a heck of a thing to consider.
He's almost died way too many times.
Mm-hmm. Has he used his extra life yet?
Nope.
That's good.
Gone close. Gone very close a couple times.
Yeah, like just now.
No, this wasn't even close. From resting in here, how long is it? Short rest or long rest?
well, we didn't have too long of a session, but we could end it here.
Wanna go look for the library.
Okay, then we'll
Library.
say we'll have you search around, and then so
Is there a church here?
sock. Well, if you're resting, you are not looking for a church. Hold.
That is true. He'll just be resting.
Then sock, as you exit out, you see the gnome attendant. She's hello. Or the halfling attendant.
Hello. I I heard that there's a library here with some books on magic.
Oh yes, we have quite a good library with all the adventures we have. They like to read up on things such as owl bears or trolls or the like, anything that they could face. We got a good bestiary going on here, as well as bits and bobs of magic. That one is a little bit more nuanced. We do have Wizard Basics 101 that will, definitely teach you some of the basics, but we also, for rent, as it does cost a bit of money, for rent, we will allow you to look at some of the better books that we have, as well as we do offer some to sell, as you know how wizards can be. But was there one in particular you were looking for?
Sorry, I said magic, but I meant more of a anything you have on werewolves.
Oh, that would easily be the Malus Maleficarum,
Yes, that's what it was called.
the witch's hammer. That's what it means in the old language. She goes walking over. Right here we have all the volumes 1 through 18. Werewolves. What type of werewolves?
Sorry, did you say what? There are multiple types?
Oh, I mean, like, how diverse of information are you looking for? Like, just in
Anything.
general, or you looking for, like, more deep information? That would be volume
Anything and
4.
everything.
She puts her finger in an open slot in the bookshelf. This would be where volume 4 was. Let me see who has it checked out right now. And she walks over to a big guest book and she goes, uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh. Well, I got good news and bad news, friend.
Okay.
Which would you like first?
The good news?
The good news is I know where the book is and where the person is that has it.
And the bad news?
Roberto the Flay of Flay ate they
Gosh.
ass.
Dang it! With the book?
Well, I assume the book was on its person along with everything else they had.
Was it that one adventurer?
Yeah. Actually, no. It was one of their companions. Most of that adventurers group was dead. In fact, only one person is still alive of that adventuring group, and that's, I think they're out there defending the walls. As they should, for bringing Roberto Flay the Flay. There's wrath on us, but you know.
Is there anything else you have on werewolves? Was that it?
Well, that is going to be the best book. I mean, I would
You
just
don't
say.
think that they would have? I mean, did they have a room here that they maybe
How
would have left
about
the
you?
book?
How about you just wait? Give a few days. Roberto the Flay of the Flay. He'll calm down, and then perhaps he's down for a chat. He wasn't always so incorrigible. You gotta handle things. Or you can wait. Perhaps he will shit him out. Those books are waterproof.
What?
Dragons got a shit.
Wait, so you want me to wait until the dragon calms down to talk to it, to rifle through its poop?
No.
A
You either
library
talk
book?
to it and have him retrieve the book, or you wait until he shits.
How often is that? Is that a regular occurrence?
He
Or is it like
shrugs. I don't know. I don't read the Malleus Maleficarum.
Do you have anything on dragons and their bowels?
She hands you Malleus Maleficarum Volume 12. Put that in your inventory, Volume 12. So here you go. I'll get you checked out. What's your name?
Sock drawer.
Scribbles it in. All right. Please return it within 7 days.
What happens if I die with the book on me?
Oh, we'll be out one book.
Does the book say when a dragon poops?
As you start flipping through it, it says once a century.
Gosh dang it.
It also says that most of the time dragons will regurgitate what they eat in order to add to their hoard any valuables. And she's like reading over your shoulder. She goes, bummer.
He hands the book back.
All right, I'll check it back in. She goes over and scribbles a little check mark. Puts it back on the shelf. Well, if you need anything else, let me know. And then tomorrow, once you guys are fresh and rested, and hopefully Roberto the Flay of Flay is no longer accosting the town, I'll be able to show you where the capybara are so you can get rid of them for us. If you know what I mean. She does a little thumb across the neck.
Right. What was the name of the adventurer who was in that party that had the book?
Oh. Well, Gilbert Stevens.
All right. And who was the one who who checked out the book?
Oh, I thought this was the first thing you asked. Gilbert Stevens. is the one who checked out the book.
And who's the survivor that I can talk to?
Oh, that would be Douglas Aberdeen. He's a big orc out there.
All right. Well, thanks, I guess.
All right.
I
Well,
go
enjoy
back.
the accommodations of the room.
The apricots are a lovely touch.
Thank you.
Okay, well, bye. He comes back to the room. Good news. I found the library where the book on werewolves would have been if it had not been checked out by the idiot who insulted the dragon, who then got eaten by the dragon, most likely with the book.
If I had one.
Well,
Well,
no
Rev's
one-
not sleeping. Rev's probably fucking with his shit.
okay.
Is
Well,
everyone sleeping in the room?
Except for Rev.
Cecil certainly is.
Well,
Or
then
we'll
with
just
that,
find the floor is lava.
we'll bring our session to an end.
Doom. Doom.
Cha-ching.
We made it.
Made it to Crystal Ridge. However,
And now we have to fuck a dragon?
Yep.
Yes.
Fuck the dragon. Fuck the dragon.
Or something.
All right. Everyone say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.